Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. You all hack. You suggested they took my son away from me. Ebony screamed as she broke into Blublo's apartment, scattering her things. That if you dare try that with me, whatever you see, you take it. Do know that I do not play with things that I love. Ebony was the one who was busy threatening Blublo over the fact that Ebony's aide had gone to meet with Ebony to inform her that she, eavesdropped into a conversation in the palace where they were talking about taking her son away from her. And that is why they said, the vulture that mocks the eagle when it fails will never fly again once thunder returns to the sky. Remember that, there were times where we heard that Ebony had suggested so many times, time and time again, that Kabiyesi took Tadenikawo away from Olori Naomi. And that happened during that stampede in Ibadan. They said Ebony suggested that to Kabiyesi. A lot of people supported Kabiyesi. Supported Ebony. As a matter of fact, there was a time we had this information going around that Tadenikawo was taken, but Tadenikawo was never taken from Olori Naomi. They said that suggestion came from Ebony. And today, Ebony is beginning to feel it, to see how sweet it is for, anybody to ever sit back and make a suggestion that a child be taken away from the mother. Now, what is going on? You know that there was this incident in, I don't know if you have been following the cat event of last week where they said Ebony, came across several cats in her apartment. They said it was a sign that one of these, their deity, has been angry with Ebony. She woke up in the night, if the information is correct, to see plenty of black cats in her apartment. And they said she was scratched by one of the cats. Some people said she was bitten by one of the cats. And she was very, very sick last week. But, to the glory of God and the help of Oni of Ife, they got somebody to treat that wound. They said that the scratch of that cat was beginning to be infected like that of a snake bite, okay? Some people said it was a bite. Some people said it was a scratch, okay? And so, now, during that time, they said when she woke up, her nanny was there and her aunt was there in her apartment. But they didn't see anything. They didn't see what she saw. But why they believed everything she was saying was because they tried to open the front door. The major security door was shut. They tried and tried and tried. That door refused to open. And everybody was saying what she was saying. She was crying. In fact, it was a very difficult night for her. She was jumping left, right, and center. But you understand what a mother instinct is. The first thing she did when she felt that trait, she went straight to her child's bedroom where the baby was sleeping with the nanny to go and back the baby, carry the baby and put on her back. And they say while she was running, she was frightened, that her baby almost dropped. Her baby almost dropped from her back. And from what we are hearing, if the information is true, they said in the Yoruba tradition or the royal tradition, the baby's safest place to be is on the mother's back. And should the baby fall from the back, it's a taboo or something that is not something that is seen well with the Yoruba people or in the royal tradition. I don't know if that's true or not, but that is what we heard. And so that information was, related to the Oni of Ife. And then again, they said recently she was crying. She's been very, very worried over this immunity removal thing that has been causing so much problems in the palace. And she was holding her boy and she was talking on the phone, trying to hold phone, trying to grab that boy well, and all of that boy almost failed again. Now, anybody will think it has a lot to do with her mental state right now. The information got to the Oni of Ife, as we are hearing, if the information is correct. And Kabiyesi was very upset. Of course, the father also does everything that is within his power to protect his child. And Kabiyesi got really, really offended. Now, maybe Kabiyesi said one or two things, and they said Blublo was there, and there were other people who were there. What Kabiyesi said is not something that is known. I don't know what they said Kabiyesi said, but somebody was eavesdropping actually, and that person came back to Ebony to tell Ebony that Blublo had suggested that Ebony's baby be taken away from Ebony. And that was why Ebony, busted into Blublo's apartment, calling her old hag, and asking her if she actually suggested, if she had the effrontery to suggest that her child be taken away from her, that you haven't seen anything. If you try that, you will see my venom. You think you people know my venom, you do not know, you haven't seen. You will feel my venom, and at the time I am done with you, you will know who I truly am. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Delarama. I bring you fresh and spicy just from the sources still on the royals. How I guys doing? I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you. And share well, my people. If you're yet to subscribe, kindly go ahead. Hit that subscribe button and do not forget to turn on the notification bell, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Now, as we are hearing what is going on, they say Ebony stormed Blublo's apartment, almost slapping the living daylight out of the woman, asking her what effrontery, who gave her the guts to suggest that to the Oni of Ife. Whether Blublo did that or not, but they said this was what brought them to where they were, where Ebony had the effrontery to storm into Blublo's apartment, that she was basically scattering everything right now, that she is in a very, a terrible mental state with this issue of immunity removal that doesn't seem to be going her way after people have begged and begged and begged, and Kabiyesi is not backing down. Up until now, even though immunity was supposed to be removed yesterday, they said that their royal dynasty has made it a royal fight, dynasty against dynasty, and that is why you see it's looking as if everything is not moving forward right now. But with everything that they have done, Kabiyesi gave them another option, and the option Kabiyesi gave them this time is worse than the first option. Ebony is not ready to take any of those options, and Kabiyesi said, "You're not going to squeeze my hand. I am king. I am Onirisha. I'm going to do what I know is in my best interest to protect my kingdom and to protect my family, especially Olori Naomi." And this is just so hurtful for Ebony, knowing that all of this, Kabiyesi is actually doing it to keep Naomi in a very safe place. I'm going to bring him up there. Do not forget that, these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.